here has a significant other? Raise your hand, come on. Okay. For those of you who don't, let's just pretend you do for right now. Imagine this. You're driving on the freeway, going to grandma's house for Thanksgiving, when all of a sudden you're involved in a 30-car pileup. Your partner isn't as fortunate as you and is rushed to the hospital. The doctor asks your relation to the patient, and you reply you're in a domestic partnership or civil union. Legally speaking, the doctor wouldn't be required to give you any medical decision-making power, so you'd be forced to sit in the waiting room and hope for the best. This is just one out of 1,400 heterosexual marital rights that gays cannot obtain. I'm going to talk about three things. The first is how civil unions and domestic partnerships are simply insufficient for today's time. The second will be why the arguments against gay marriage are bold. And finally, I'll tell you the true fact that gay marriage will not change your daily lives. At the very end, I hope you naysayers will be for gay marriage, and you people on the fence about it will choose to go to the right side. Abraham Lincoln once said, "Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves, and under a just God cannot long retain it." Only 6 states, all on the East Coast, approve of gay marriage and make it legal. So let's begin with the Republican equivalent to marriage, and that is the civil union and domestic partnership. Civil unions and domestic partnerships simply aren't sufficient in today's time. It's 2011, we need to evolve in a way that we've evolved before. Civil unions are basically a union between same-sex couples. They, depending on the state, they can have full state rights, which is about 400, but again, that varies. And currently only 3 states have civil unions, and they are Hawaii, Illinois, and New Jersey. Now, domestic partnerships are similar to civil unions in that same-sex couples join in a union, but they only get some to few state rights. That could be 50, 10, 100, it doesn't matter. Not only can gay couples form in domestic partnerships, but straight couples can also join in union in domestic partnerships. How is having some rights fair? If straight married couples have full rights, why can't gays? And that question brings me to my second point. The arguments against gay marriage are bold. There are basically 4 arguments against gay marriage, and the biggest one is obviously religion. I gotta say, in research that I did, I went through passages in the Bible, and almost breathing daily is a sin. So, lust is a sin, pride is a sin, cheating, lying, stealing, that's all a sin. Everything is a sin. And for those people that call gays sinners because they go against the Word of God, that gay marriage is an abomination, that you're going to hell for being gay, I tell them I'll see you there, because you know what, chances are you're sinning too. One of the next arguments is that there's no biological need for gay marriage. Now, I gotta say, this one kind of confused me, because I know a lot of heterosexual married couples who choose not to have children. The point of marriage isn't to have kids. Kids are like an option on a car, like a sunroof. The purpose of marriage is to show love and commitment. It's not about anything else, not religion, not politics, not anything. Another argument is that the sanctity of marriage will be destroyed. This one threw me too, because I think the sanctity of marriage ended 11 years ago. The divorce rate currently is approximately 43%, and that's according to the National Center for Health Statistics. Almost half of every married couple gets divorced. What is that about? The final argument is that it's bad for kids. In my speech class, we had 2 speeches on adoption, and adopting kids is great. Gay couples can adopt in some states, and others they can't. And in the states that they can't, it's ridiculous. Thousands of kids are in the foster system, and by denying them loving parents, you're denying them happiness. I consider that a form of child abuse. It's better to have gay parents than no parents at all. That's true. Opponents know they're losing the war. They're feeding society anything they can to slow the loss down. They say things like gay marriage will change your lives, and your children will be taught about it in schools. The fact of the matter is, gay marriage won't change anyone's lives too dramatically. We will still pay $4 for gas and $150 for one textbook worth no more than Charlie Sheen's reputation anymore. Fact. Gay marriage won't affect you directly. It won't be taught in schools. Back in 2008 with Prop 8, the ban on gay marriage, A lot of people voted for the ban simply because they feared it was going to be taught to their children at school. What a complete load of horse shit. It won't be taught in school. How many of you here can honestly say, during your time in school, kindergarten, preschool, 1st through 12th grade, your teacher specifically took time out of your class schedule to teach you about straight marriage?
Nope.
Didn't happen.
I didn't think so. What a load of bullshit. And on that note, you know what? I think gay marriage is the least concern, it should be the least concern of parents being taught in schools. I learned every curse word in the 5th grade. I learned about sex in the 7th grade, and I learned about a lot of drugs in high school. Didn't take any, I promise. Last year at Redlands East Valley High School, they had their homecoming at the Riverside Convention Center. And during this homecoming, a prostitute was snuck in. Kids had sex on the dance floor. They were having sex in the bathrooms. They were having sex in the elevators. Condoms were found throughout the building. Should parents be concerned about gay marriage or that? It just doesn't make sense to me. Another point is that it won't be rubbed in your faces. If gays get married, they're not going to run up to your door, knock on it, shove their wedding finger with their $5,000 ring in your face, and laugh, and then run away merrily. They're not going to do that. You're still going to see gays walking down the street. You're still going to see gays on the news. You're still going to go to San Francisco and visit the Castro District and see gay flags everywhere. It's just not going to be rubbed in your face. Finally, you won't be forced to get married. Going back to Prop 8, a lot of gays actually voted for the ban simply because they didn't want to get married. Well, thanks for ruining for the rest of us, assholes. And I gotta say, even straight people who were totally accepting of gays voted for the ban simply because they were trying to save gays from the misery of marriage that they went through. So you're not noble, you're not heroic, you're just stupid. Okay, you're stupid, you're not noble. On a final note, gay marriage isn't about the word marriage. Call it a civil union or a domestic partnership, whatever. Gays don't care. Gays simply want equal marital rights. Marriage is about love. It's not about religion or politics or the opinion of the country. It's about the fulfillment of a basic human need, companionship. Putting gay in front of marriage isn't the problem. Bigots and people with little tolerance are the problem. There is no place for those types of people anymore. Opponents, take this final statement any way you'd like. Gay marriage is going to happen whether you like it or not.